Hello. I'm going to try something different while I get Sam up here to co-host. I'm going to live DJ with Noun Sounds. Let's go.
Sorry, I heard you say hello, but then it connected me, so I couldn't say anything.
It's really cool. You can change all the beats. It's sick. Let's go. Retweet the room. We got an awesome show today. We're talking about DCS with our very own Sam from the Noun Square.
We'll say it's a moderately okay show.
I think it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to hear some updates too. If you haven't checked out Noun Sounds, you absolutely have to. This is literally the playground. All these different fun STEM tracks. Kind of a great way to close out the week here. Friday with the Noun Square. Let's get some, there's basically these bass tracks that you can then bop to. So let's try it. This is Ride or Die. Ooh. Okay. I mean, what? This one's called The Movement. I'll give you 2 more minutes of The Movement so you guys can get some people into this room. Retweet that room. You know you can win a prize. A really nice prize. Ooh, this one's a little funky.
God, DJ.
I can honestly mess around with this all day long. So much fun. Again, that's nounssounds.wtf. Thank you, Super Tight Woody. Proposal. That was an on-chain proposal. Another super successful on-chain proposal we actually have today as our guest, and that was DCS. Please bring them up at any time. And then, of course, I do see a little bit of a lighter audience. It's going to get like this, I feel like, all of December. But please, if you feel like contribute or come up and ask questions to our guests, go ahead and just hit that request button. We are hanging out here for another, a minute. 1 minute at least while we wait for this bid to come through. Oh my gosh, I knew it last freaking minute. Here comes Gammy with the 28.69 bid. I was wondering if Nars was going to bid on this. I felt.
Yeah, we were talking about it in the Nars Discord. They had a vote in the private channel,
Okay.
which I'm sure half, if not more, of the audience belongs to, or maybe it was under auctions. Let me look. Yeah, it's in one of them. Basically, it was
geez. Should we? I'm telling you guys, this bid today is going to be one of the most interesting bids that we have seen, because it's an interesting one. Because look at the wallet that has just come in right now. It's these people, like some information leaked from the Nars Jam session earlier on today. That
coming in. I think. Oh,
will
no,
it make
no,
it?
no.
Will it make
there's another now.
It's not coming in.
Yeah,
who would bid that? Oh, that is a salty person. Just trying to run him up a tiny bit.
They've been picking up nouns all week.
Can we confirm that? So Nars voted, should they bid on this noun? And the vote was yes. Okay, awesome.
Yes. But they asked, should it
it's
be
not
from the
official.
multi-sig or should it be from Gami's wallet? I voted that it should be for his wallet because multi-sigs take a little bit of while to confirm, get everyone on there, make sure it's going. And I'm like, just let him vote, then work it out afterwards. You know, like that way it comes in quick.
And the DAO can even buy it off, off Gami for a much higher price. So that's for the culture. So this is an interesting one.
Who is this?
Definitely.
Who is this 6199?
See if you can
This would
find out.
make a
They have
great
free
forgeries
nouns.
too.
Let me look. Let's put it in the open. See.
I'm loving this.
This person?
Double skateboard would be epic. For Nars.
And it would be, yeah, I agree. It would be great for the forgeries authentication protocol. Use acronym Murphy.
They own
You weren't kidding
161.
about
They
your
own
voice.
367.
Yeah,
Who is that?
my voice is kind of screwed today. Sorry.
I was gonna say you sounded a little bit like 10% more sultry today.
I sound like an anime character, is what I sound like.
Like someone that's
It's time for a true display of skill.
Yeah, you're about to give me a curse.
From the diaphragm.
Oh, no, wait, I got it. Hang on. Come on, Pikachu. That's the boy.
God. Freaking epic. Some alpha. Are we going to be hearing your voice soon somewhere? Potentially Nars related.
Potentially. I'm not sure how soon, but it's not going to sound like this, probably.
I'm not a doctor, but if I was your parent, I would say, save your voice, have some warm fluids.
I actually have been. This is the first time I'm talking all day.
Oh.
Well, maybe just a couple more days of rest there, but it's impossible. Like, when are we ever supposed to rest our voices? Oh, here he is, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Let me get you right up here to speaker role if you can. Oxagami coming through. Will we see another bid against this 6199 guy? Is it going to go down? We really only have a minute 40 seconds. Maybe this isn't a great sign that Gami's in the space because that means he's not on his wallet. I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out together. Does that mean bidding is done?
Maybe.
I know we have
He's
one
still
minute
on
and
listen.
50 seconds.
Don't be so sad, Devin.
I'm watching this on the 9 o'clock app for those in the audience, 9o'clock.app, to be able to see all this new stuff. And you can even play with the emojis. So you can always check it out. And I believe we're here to do something, Toddy. Sorry, Contestation.
Hey, Toddy.
FOMO, NOMO. Yes, we are. I mean, this is done in about 48 seconds. Then we can jump right into NOMO nouns before we have our awesome time with our guest. It looks like we are going to see this new owner get it. Unless they come through,
I don't know. If you're in Nars, you know that 12 seconds is the sweet spot.
All right, let's play some countdown music. Let's go. 24 seconds.
I'm a skateboard. I'm a skateboard noun. I don't know.
13 seconds. Let's go. Oh, looks like it's going to go to this.
Yeah, I didn't see anything come in. Everybody go to fomonouns.wtf. There's a couch. Oh, man, greasy crown.
fomonouns.
Oh, the greasy crown is so good. Oh, it's already attempting to settle.
Come on, guys. Push it through.
I mean, it's incredible. That is the Burger King if I've ever seen one.
Oh.
I can't believe we didn't get that.
FOMO nouns. Yeah.
Moon clutch.
I think it might have been too easy or too early. I mean, I might not be Tony, but I am a little froggy at the moment. Oh, God.
No thumb.
Oh, you guys really didn't like that one. Okay, that's fine.
It has a
No,
cool thumb.
shrimp volley.
Davin, you
Prawn ball.
only have to click it one
You don't have
time.
to click it once.
You only have to
Much
click
like
this one
process
once.
error.
NOMO is the spam click one.
I'm training.
Nice to see
Cool.
I'm training for something.
For NOMO.
That was-
Viral CD.
You mean Robot Fish Girl? Throwing out the communicable disease over the air? Tisk.
I'm wearing a mask. I'm not concerned.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, the rainbow wallet.
a lot of clashing with that gray there. I'm not sure about that.
We had a rainbow
Yeah,
novel
I'm not
that
a
day.
Ooh,
Okay.
oh my god. It's perfect.
I like this one.
Very retro.
Egg copy.
Big copy.
I think in this
Like
case, the
that.
chicken definitely came first.
He's actually doing a little meme contest.
His noggles are a little yolky.
I do like, I do like the chicken with the yolk knuckles. Or the egg with the yolk knuckles.
If he had,
No.
Oh,
that's
wow. Yes.
nice.
The rose.
I don't like
Rosebud.
rosebud,
Come
but this
on,
one's
y'all.
kind of nice.
What's with all the
Every
Every time I see the rosebud, I think it's a goblin.
The Shellhead.
We had that sweater.
Wow,
We
people
just had
don't
that shirt, which I like, but
It was a skateboard.
not a fan of a mossy showerhead.
Is it
Yeah,
moss?
this
is Prawn King.
It's grass texture.
Yeah, the king prawn. That would be Pepe from the Muppets.
Oh, Greasy
Oh man,
Square.
that's cool.
Seems strange for a square to be greasy.
It depends on where the contractor puts it.
Oh, this is me.
Viral cloud.
Oh, spreading COVID.
Yeah, you should definitely be joining some Goblin Town spaces while you're in this state.
No, I took a test earlier. It's whatever this is. It's not COVID. Because I feel fine.
Sounds like strep.
It's just my voice. I don't even. My throat isn't even sore. It's just weird.
I think you have 3-year-old voice syndrome.
Yeah, that's fantastic. That's it. That's what it is.
I want chocolate milk.
This now doesn't register.
What's the slug
Oh,
lady?
Carrot Rock.
Give me hot butter noodles.
Feels like
Hot
a
butter
Saturday.
noodles. That's totally what it's
Olympics.
order.
This came.
There's been a lot of kings tonight.
Yeah, what the heck?
Oh, looks like we might get this one with the royal purple.
I like the way the arm falls
Oh,
out.
no.
Oh, come on.
I like that
It's
we're
fine.
pushing these later.
Not really into this one.
Sweet mosquito.
I don't like the mosquito.
I'm
Robot
Fish Girl. I love the mosquito.
Oh,
I'm
Banana
Robot
Factory.
Fish Girl. I
We don't-
hate this factory.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is a beautiful noun.
It's a very
Like how
femme
it-
factory.
No, it's terrible. Hey, stop saying that, RP.
I think we need to find what we're
Cloud
looking
is
for. Like,
dumb.
what are we looking for tonight?
When are we gonna get some bored apes? Hey, cut that out.
Whoa,
Beautiful,
Cloud.
DM. Your voice is gonna stay that way.
Yeah,
It'll
someone will
get
come up
stuck.
behind you and smack you on the back.
That was a double cloud.
Yeah.
I think we got to check that out in NOMO after this.
415
Those are like
Kruger.
identical.
Yeah. Did you say 415 Kruger?
Yeah.
This is 4156, the day he killed the Discord.
41513.
That puts me in a pickle.
Yep.
Hey,
Tractor!
The Burninator.
We got a lot of naysayers today.
We finally get to be picky again. It's
Oh,
really fun.
final peyote.
Vinyl peyote.
Peyote.
Nothing on
I
the
wish I
record,
liked the
apparently.
peyote. Had more.
I mean,
Already got this,
for
everybody.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised that many people like this one. Well, I get it.
Trash
They're
only.
like, I want to know something there.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we got it.
We got this.
Such a
this now is
beautiful.
very My Little Pony.
Agreed.
Okay,
Good
Tim,
color.
I
Very
like
My
it.
Little Pony.
I don't have a joke for it, but it's very aesthetic. It's NOMO time.
It is NOMO time.
Going for
Not until I get my bid in.
415 Kruger. No, I want that king, actually.
Well, you got
Somebody
37
else explain.
seconds. NOMO, NOMO.WTF. There's an awesome batch here of a bunch of nouns that we passed over, but look at that double cloud. Should we go for the 415 Kruger?
I like the cherries, the 415 Kruger, and the
I mean, the
king,
greasy
purple
crown
king.
is freaking
The
cool.
Greasy Crown's in there too. Yeah, there's a lot of good nouns.
Dang, well, you guys got 10
We
seconds.
saw all of them. That factory.
Greasy
too, don't
is the
forget
one that wears the
factory.
crown.
Let's go, NOMO.
All right. Going cherries.
It's shocking.
I'm just gonna go for me for a bit, and then I'll probably switch to 415.
Where's my... Oh, you don't stand a chance.
Oh, that's Greasy King. I see. What will it be? Will it be the Greasy King versus the couch?
Okay, let's go.
Greasy King versus the double cloud.
415 Kruger.
No.
All right, 456.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Let's go.
Oh, Burger King versus 4156.
Wow. That's a screen grab right there.
As fast as humanly possible. Oh, looks like we're gonna get that Greasy King unless someone switches over right now.
Dang it. Now it slipped away from me.
It's close. Hey!
Hey!
What are the odds? Oh, this is so close.
That was so freaking good. We got it. Don't forget to mint your NOMO nouns. It goes towards TNS and building our community, and it's really, really fun. Someone, as soon as they find out, let me know who minted that first one. Anyone else want to explain NOMO nouns? I know the team isn't here today. We missed you guys already. I know it's a Friday, but I am really, really excited to get to talk about DCS with Sam. So without further ado, we have done it. We watched the end of the nouns auction. We played FOMO nouns and helped pick the noun. And we also did NOMO nouns and got to pick a noun for our very little own for TNS. So Sam, how is it going?
Hello. Things are good. Things are well. Happy to be here. It's like I've never left.
Exactly. I'm glad we got to have you up here just to have you up here again. But yeah. I do want to point out that you are talking about something different today that we haven't necessarily been able to highlight yet. So I'm really, really excited. Everyone down there in the audience, get your questions ready if you have any. And in the meantime, would you like to explain to us what DCS is, maybe for someone who is brand new and doesn't even know and didn't see the prop go through?
Yeah, so before I do that, typically at 12 o'clock on the weekdays, Tony and I get together and we talk about different things that are happening in the Nouniverse. And often I will close with a deep thought. So I'd like to open with a deep thought before we start. So these are all from Jack Handy, who was a writer from Saturday Night Live back in the day. And love can sweep you off your feet and carry you along in a way you've never known before. But the ride always ends and you end up feeling lonely and bitter. Wait, it's not love I'm describing. I'm thinking of a monorail. DCS, it was Prop 171 that was put on chain by Beauty and the Punk. And basically, the TLDR of it is that it's a pod that focuses on bridging the gap between existing off-chain funding options and larger on-chain props. So it's focused primarily on the sectors of software, arts, and IRL with funding ranges between 8 and 25 ETH. And basically, the goal of DCS is to help builders with a track record scale up within the Nouns ecosystem, usually before they go on chain.
So it's potentially capturing people too. Maybe they've had like a successful prop house round, but they're not quite doing like a larger on-chain ask yet.
Yeah, so maybe they've participated in one of the TNS contests, or maybe a sub-DAO contest, or maybe it's a sub-DAO effort where, they want to do an event in their area, or maybe they've received funds from NSFW, or like you said, they've won a prop house round, and maybe they're still growing. There's been things that have been said by different members of the DAO that said, I don't have enough time to pay attention to things. If the ask is less than 20, I'm just going to vote no, because I only want to look at things that require like a big decision. So, really, we didn't really see that is very fair, and we wanted to make sure that that there was at least some option. We didn't want it to be too broad. There's already a bunch of pods that are out there, like esports and in the like. So basically, we wanted to kind of leverage some of the things that we're good at in the group, and see if we could help create like graduates from those other funding areas along their journey to like larger on-chain props, kind of building like an on-chain resume, but also supporting them not just with financial support, but also give them some guidance in refining their prop and their project, etc.
That's awesome. Does the team and sort of like the pod itself run like you guys wait for people to sort of approach you, or are there some individuals that you guys also go and seek out if you see that they sort of match, maybe having entered a contest or won a prop house or these things
it's a little bit of both. Like, so really quick, I pinned a tweet to the top that has DCS Pod introducing DCS. I'd really like everyone here that's interested to go through that Twitter thread, follow, retweet, etc. Follow the steps. You can win one of the. I don't know if you guys saw the John Hammond prop, but John Hammond's this big meme type guy out in France. But EOJ, who's one of the members, he secured a signed print by John Hammond. It's going to be framed, and we're paying for that out of our own pockets, not out of the pod's funding, because we think it'd be cool just to like get people to see what DCS is doing, so that we can invite them into the Discord. We can have them read kind of the guiding principles. One of the things that we're doing is we're going through all the documents that Maddie's made for Prop House and NSFW, and even some on-chain stuffs from some of the smaller asks, and we're combing through those, and we're looking for individuals, following up with them, seeing what they've done, seeing if they have any plans, especially if it's something that we have some knowledge about. We don't want to just go and be like, we'll just throw money at you. But if it's something that we think, can make a big impact and help get the good word of the nouns out to the people, That's one of the things that we're doing. But we do have that Discord where we're inviting people in. We're going to be putting out a not a type form. It's basically just a Google form right now, but we're working on a better method. But it's to allow people to kind of fill it out, and say what they've done before, what the impact was, and kind of let them come into us and kind of, I don't want to say interview with us, but kind of, come and ask for funding in that way so that we can talk to them, help guide them, etc.
Yep, that was going to be my next question. So that's perfect. So if someone were to want to connect to you guys right now, they would sort of fill out this type form, and that's available through the Discord.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Also, maybe does DCS have a Twitter, or maybe like we can also get the Discord invite up too, so people can.
So that tweet that I tagged at the top, DCS, or it's at Nouns DCS. Yep, definitely click follow. If you want to participate in the contest, again, not a lot of signed prints out there by John Hammond, so I still think it's pretty cool. He also joined the Discord, which is kind of cool.
That is really cool. He has been like this awesome proliferator. I still get likes and tags from that one that he did for like the activation with the posters all over Paris. So cool. So talented. I do see that there is a Discord invite on the DCS Pod Twitter. So if anyone here is interested, or if we've been describing who you are, maybe you've won a contest here, or you've participated in Prop House, or you're kind of here in the spaces daily and you have an idea, maybe this is completely perfect for you. So I would totally advise you to follow DCS Pod, go into the Discord, see what people are talking about. And then I know that Sam and Tody have also been doing an awesome show here. That's a 15-minute soapbox every day at noon called the Lunchbox. And so there's plenty of opportunities. I think for if you have an idea, for you to get it in front of people's eyes and get to maybe share that idea on one of these spaces as well.
Awesome.
Sam, I know that you guys have been doing the Society of.
Yeah. I'm doing a daily comic strip, and I have been inviting people to come and do some cartooning with me. There was a Prop House round that went out, and I took 3 ETH from it to put towards these contests. The first one just ended today at 12, and we had 36 entries that made it within the deadline. 20 of those people will be getting 0.05 ETH. 10 of those will be moving on to round 2. Again, round 2, well, I say again, I mean, I wrote it a while back, but I hadn't said it here. Round 2, there will be 5 winners that get 0.15 ETH, and then 5 runner-ups that'll get 0.05 ETH. And then round 3, 2 winners will get 0.25 ETH, and then 3 runners up will get 0.15 ETH. So, there's been some really funny strips that have been put out, and then I'm interested to see, will the winners have the, what do I want to say, fortitude to do 10 strips in a row? There's a lot of people that like doing comics, and as simple as like mine are, it's still a chore to get them done, and trying to be funny every day. Not always easy. I always will read my strips and then go, what have I done? Well, yeah.
I like the strips. I love the 4 panels. I think they're hilarious. And it's kind of cool too, because you definitely implement almost some like niche, like nounish things that are happening, such as like I saw the jungle one and things like that too.
Yeah.
But I think that's really cool because it ends up being like these little characters that you would want to get to know, and there is like a whole story there as well. So I do love the cartoons that you're doing. Do you think that like DCS will look to maybe fund animations or animators?
Oh, I hope so. I mean, I would really like to see that. Like, I'm hoping, and it looks like 180 will pass the Noun Shorts. I'm hoping that that's something, and I also hope that I'll still be on the pod at that time, because we're going to be rotating members in and out of this pod to give a lot of people opportunities to get in and participate in deploying capital to people, but also we want that kind of sharing of knowledge between different people in the ecosystem, so that they can go through that process of reviewing and deliberating and putting things into the finding pool and then moving them into different active efforts. But yeah, I really hope that that we can tap into people from Prop 180, Goldie and the Stupid Buddy and Walter Newman and Josh Fisher and Joel Cares prop, and help fund more animations, because I love seeing shareable media that's easily consumed. And I think cartoons are typically a gateway drug into brands. And anyone that's watched cartoons might have fond memories of them. And yeah, I voted on their prop earlier today, and I don't remember what I wrote, but it was something along the lines of, I like cartoons. That's basically it. I mean, I said it in like 3 different ways, but I like cartoons.
Yes,
Sorry.
yes, I know.
Uh,
It's obviously like it's your complete specialty too, and just like for very selfish reasons, I still like totally want to see Noun's animated cartoon from you and whatever team you end up wanting to do with that too, because like I think that really like visually for people kind of like set the tone for what people could do animation wise, and I still feel it there, like know that's there in the ether, and like I would love to see these Nouns animated and talking to each other someday.
Yeah.
Anybody, I see we have some new people up here from the audience. Does anyone have any questions for Sam or about DCS in general? Go ahead and just... Yes. I see. I was kind of specifically talking about you, Neanderthal. Hello.
Oh, hey, yeah. Thanks for having me. Hey, everyone. Actually, I've known about Nouns for a while. Prop 180 is actually what brought me up, because you guys are speaking about it. It's probably the most exciting thing from Nouns that I had seen, and that's just because, if I'm not mistaken, prior to this prop, is they had 5 shorts, right? With different mediums and like different type of stories as well. Am I correct in that?
Yes-ish.
Yes-ish. Okay, good enough. Yeah, so I was talking to an individual who's part of a media company. I'm just not going to disclose it, I guess, just for the sake of maybe they'll work there. And I think that I've seen a few media companies come in and get props passed, and it's kind of exciting as a onlooker to Nouns, quite frankly, that there's these actual companies that are interested in coming in to support the NounsDAO to the extent that they're willing to work with them, and I think that's kind of what makes 180 so important. And I'm hoping that in doing so, maybe we can find new artists and prop new artists as well. So I just wanted to add that. Yeah.
That particular prop has like 3 kind of finding pools. It's got the ones that they're commissioning from animators, and I just got them in contact with my friend Brooke Kiesling, who currently she's the head of talent acquisitions at Bento Box, but previously she was with Cartoon Network, and before that she was with Disney finding their talent. So she knows a ton of people, and she's part of the Academy of Arts and Sciences. They give out the Oscars every year. But I was like, hey, if you guys are looking for people and you need contacts, I was like, here's Brooke's information. She knows ton of them. And being that you have some people with legacy credibility with you, that should get you in the door, because, you know, there's animators that I want to see, you know, tackle the nouns, and I know that she knows them. And if she can help sell them on the idea, sweet.
Yeah, I bet the like, how does she feel, do you know, personally, about like CC0, and does she kind of understand the gravity of like how kind of huge that is, and that people could just use the art?
That's I haven't gotten into her with that yet. But, you know, as an educator that was teaching at CalArts, you know, I know that she encourages people to, you know, work and learn and try different styles and different characters and stuff, because, of course, that's where many of these students want to go, is to go and work on something, if not start their own thing. And I hope that, you know, they catch the idea. But I think, you know, at the same time, her working at Disney, as many people at Disney have worked on, they're familiar with working on properties that they've acquired through, I don't want to say dubious means. No, they've just grabbed stuff from the public domain and then, you know, made some money off of it. So I wouldn't say they're opposed.
Yeah, exactly. I wonder like how people would respond to like finding out about it. Like, it'd be so cool. They could make a show tomorrow. Like, they could really just like throw goggles.
I mean, that's the thing, is like, you know, anyone, if they really knew the power of this, you know, they could just grab it and go. They won't even have to ask us, you know, it's permissionless.
Mhm.
And I still think, you know, what would happen for the rest of the ecosystem if we had, you know, a show out there that, especially during this bear, you know, I like, as people are like, oh, woe is me, if they had something that was fun, that they could enjoy and, you know, tap into, and then when things turn around, go, oh wait, I remember those. Holy crap, I didn't know that it was part of that, you know? Because like, if you focus on the IP as opposed to the NFT, I think you can unlock a lot of things with people out there. Oh, Neanderthal had his hand up again.
Oh yeah, I actually was gonna ask about. I think you had prop previously, and I was gonna ask if you intended on reissuing that prop. I was actually really excited for that prop, and that was the
Me
one
too.
that made it. Man, I bet, I bet. And that was the one that
See, if
actually
it went through, we would actually be delivering it in 2 days.
I know.
Yeah.
It was. That prop was actually the biggest thing. So I guess I'll just talk about it. So there's a artist that's also, I think she's something to do with a studio called Oddfellows, if I'm not mistaken. So they, through her, it is such a small world, I guess, NFTs. Through her, I was able to show her like, hey, look at this. This is the intention of this project and this prop, and the ideas were so different, I think, from what is the norm, specifically when it comes to IP, which is sometimes, I mean, most times actually, you get to build these amazing, I mean, storylines and things, but you genuinely don't really get much of credit. Whereas here, you get the opportunity to build alongside with the project itself without necessarily having to have any limitations. And I think that was the exciting part for them. And that's where they decided to take a look into possibly trying to work with Nouns as well. But they just don't know how they would do it as a studio. And that's why I came up to ask, like, that prop to me was, I'm so sad. I hope you definitely submit it again, but it was probably one of the most exciting props, just because of the attempt of, it was going to be bigger than, right? And I guess it was really Nounish. I guess that's how I interpreted it. So just wanted to ask if you were intending to resubmit anytime.
Short answer is yes. There are a couple other things that me and Jason had on the back burner, just in case people weren't really into the Nouns animated series, or a Nouns animated series. You know, as much as I'd still like to do it, and there was a really cool band that like gave us permission to use one of their songs. The band, so I didn't know the band. I say they're cool, but maybe they're terrible. No, I'm kidding. But my buddy Jason, who's working on the prop with me, loved this band. The band's name is Guster. They have a song called "This Can All Be Yours Someday." Check it out on YouTube. It's got a real catchy beat. It's easy to dance to. But the song in like it's like hook in its message that this can all be yours someday, to me, is what Nouns is all about. You know, they have given us this IP. I mean, a lot of people will ask for funding, and funding sometimes is needed to do stuff. And sometimes people get upset when they don't get funding. But the thing that they have given us is the IP that we can use in any way that we see fit. We make whiskey, we can make a cartoon, we can make clothing, we can make records, we can make music, we can make any number of things with it. And if we have the will to make something happen, it can be yours, you know. And what it does is it grows the rest of the community as well. And some people say, what?
I want to ask, can I make toilet paper with it?
Sure, absolutely. I think you could call it cash wipe. No, I'm kidding. But you know, really, you could. I mean, you could take. I mean, that's like I think we call it slap label marketing. You could put a label on anything. You could do fruit, right? And you could procure fruit at a grocery store, at a farmer's market. You can put little Noggle stickers on it, the same way they put like a little Chiquita banana sticker on it. And you can make it fun for people that are able to participate in it. And by doing that, you know, you're helping grow a brand. It's a brand that you can be part of. It's a brand that you can tap into. It's a brand where you'll see people like Abtoshi at the Rose Bowl parade, you know, representing a brand that you're invited to be able to use in any way that you see fit. And that to me is like really powerful. You know, it's a brand that invites everyone to participate. And again, if you're willing to work, you know, that's where the payoff comes from. And that to me is just an amazing thing because, you know, I go a lot of my adult life was spent at comic conventions because I was in the comic industry. And you would see Artist Alley full of fan art, which is cool. I like fan art, but the legality of it, you know, if you're at a place like New York Comic Con or San Diego Comic Con, and they have any of their lawyers there, the way that trademark works in the US is if you're not enforcing your trademark, you can lose your trademark rights. So if they see things that are breaking the trademark, they will come up and they will tell you to put stuff in the trash. You know, my personal feelings is that when someone sees Spider-Man that someone else has drawn, and if it makes them happy, what does that do? It gives them a positive daily contact with your brand. The same way that when you're driving down the street, you might see someone's McDonald's trash on the floor or the ground. And yes, it's litter and that's not great for the environment, but people remember McDonald's. Even though it's not good for you, even though people love to hate it, they still kind of in the back of their head go, you know what? Clown making a hamburger? All right, I'm with you. And they're getting that positive reinforcement from a brand that they know. And, you know, to tap into that kind of community that's invitational to everybody is great. You know, does everyone get the funds? No. But can everyone have the IP? Absolutely. You know, so if you make a book, if you make comic strips, like the whole thing with the comic strips, you know, I'm not getting paid for them. It's like I'm doing them because I think it's funny. And I also want to show people, you know, it doesn't take a lot to do something other than just consistency, you know, just consistently do something. You can build some cool stuff. Hopefully you get better when you do it too. Like my jokes are terrible. Today's jokes, I'm going to read you today's comics, everybody. This is terrible. So it's 4 panels and it's a pencil wearing a Santa
Pin it
hat.
to the top.
No, man. Do I have to? All right.
Yes.
Let me see if I can find it really
Yeah.
quick. Oh my goodness.
But Sam, I have to say, I've always loved your comics because ever since we're young, yeah, it's a funny story as you pinned it up on top is that my grandma never understood the comic in the newspaper, so she would ask me all the time, like, can you explain it? You see, so like, oh, so you look at the comic, it has few words, but you have to actually make her laugh, otherwise you have failed with the bit.
Yeah. So today's is terrible though, man. So if you want to explain this one to your grandma, have fun. So 4 panels, it's a pencil, right? And in
She's dead now.
comics typically have a rhythm. Oh, I'm sorry. That's tomorrow's comic. No, I'm kidding. So comics typically have a rhythm where you'll hold something and then you'll change it to help push the reaction. So one Christmas, there was a year that went down in infamy. Santa loaded up his sled as he did many years before, but he forgot something, and as a result, we all got a new carol because he forgot his pants. Jingle balls. It's stupid, but it's just coming up with dumb puns, which I have way too many, and then just putting them down. And like for the drawings, here's the thing: I'm a classically trained artist that I've got a master's in this stuff, but I'm just using the little images that I've just pulled right off of the nouns.wtf site. So, it's just grabbing the stuff and doing some slight modifications, and then just putting it out there. But there's a lot of people that say they want to do something, and there's this wall that they have to climb to get over, to be able to have the ability to say that they did something, and that wall is doing it. So anyone that wants to do something, I just I admonish you, do it. Do the thing, make the thing, and you'll get better the more that you do it. And after you've done it and you've gone through Prop House, or you've gone through NSFW, or you've gone through TNS or SubDAO, come to DCS and let us help fund you some more.
Definitely.
See what I did? I tried to tie it back.
I did full circle.
I love listening to you talk. I really do.
Yeah. CC0 full circle as well, being the fact that you do have like this voice of these endless characters because of the Nouns Playground and everything too. And your comics are awesome, and I feel like if you keep at it, like it could be this awesome, even like physical collector's book at the end of the year that has like all of the.
Yeah, I don't know if anyone's gonna want them. I might make it available on like Amazon, or this little print on demand. And it'll be 2 panels on one page, 2 panels on the
those
other
are like
page.
the best books like to have out like in your house for people to think like you're cool and stuff. Like you 100% should do it.
So I've got I've done about 40 so far. I've got another 2 months I think of these to do. And it'll be an okay sized collection. What I want to do is ask some of the people that have gone in if they want to be a part of it, or they're welcome to use the comics that I've made and put it out themselves. Because I'm making my strip CC0 because, well, I just want to feel right otherwise.
That's awesome. So all the strips are CC0 too. That's just, I feel like CC0 itself is just nounish. And even if that's like the main part of someone's project, it feels nounish to me. DCS. Anyone else have any questions about DCS or funding? I think this is a great example. I hope all the animators out there like bring their animation projects to DCS. We obviously have like Sam there, who's an expert, and I know that we've all probably like been reading comics and things, and don't even know it that Sam's been a part of in his time. So it's really, really incredible. Yes, we have.
And I'll apologize to everyone because I do a lot of stuff that probably takes people away from important things like work and family.
Like, it's the perfect balance. You got to listen to awesome spaces and stuff
Come
too,
down
and
for dinner.
cartoon.
I'm reading comics, Mom. Sorry.
It's why it has to be like a whole graphic novel.
Yeah.
Your series. The pencil could be like the next like Captain Underpants. Like I see it being an entire series.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
be
next
doing
Gilbert.
a pencil DAO for I'm gonna put it on Builder DAO. And what I want to do with it is half of the money I want to put towards funding props for other people that want to do, art, comics, cartoons, animation. The other half, of course, is to buy nouns for the DAO so that they can have some exposure to governance. Although I'm toying with the idea with maybe buying some builder tokens. Although I still kind of lean towards the nouns for the reward.
Alpha, pencil DAO, alpha. That would be awesome too. It's almost like that would be a good like way to raise money for an animated pilot is through launching a DAO, and then everyone who contributed could maybe like contribute by becoming a character, or they got to like name a character, or like say where one of the scenes was or something, and like sort of implement like.
So to release a little alpha, we are in the process of like redrawing all of the noun traits in an animated style, so that just that very thing is something that Jason and I had been talking about, because we were like, well, if we can't get it straight up, then we can basically our members we're going to call producers, because producers are the people that bring capital, help make the shows possible. So as we do that, we're going to use that and give people producer credits on the show. So I'm sure it'll be a long list of 3 people that help support the show. Womp womp.
I think it would be a lot longer than that, especially if it was like offered again. I don't know. I just like really do. And I think it's awesome that Neanderthal also thinks that and has heard about nouns like through this most recent prop that does feature animators. And so I'm always surprised daily when like someone new enters the ecosystem and it's like a brand new entry point maybe that I wasn't aware of. But it's awesome to have you here too, Neanderthal. I hope you hang around. Go ahead and follow the Noun Square, this Nouny clock that I'm talking out of. We have like over 50 shows a week, but that includes like our daily Noun O'Clock show, which is the one that we're on right now. So we follow the Nouns auction. We learn about other things happening in the Nouns community. We meet builders. We learn about awesome projects and new pods like DCS, like how we learned today. And we get to meet really cool people and get to have these more longer, in-depth conversations about what's going on in their world. And so we could learn a little bit more about the nouns in general. Did anyone else have any other questions?
Can I ask Neanderthal a question? And I might be wrong.
Yeah, go for it.
I might be wrong. Has your dad been giving you a hard time about hanging with people online anymore?
No, not anymore. Fortunately, my dad passed away, so we don't have to worry about that.
Oh, son of a gun! No, I did it twice. I'm sorry, dude.
Hey, I'm kidding. It's just a joke, everyone. My dad's safe.
All right. I was gonna say that's tomorrow's comic.
Actually, I've known about nouns for a while. I've joined through Little Nouns, and then that was like my initial take into nouns, and then I just kind of come and go. I was one of the when POAPs was a thing. I think I got the first one. So yeah, nice. Nouns. I love nouns. I'm just like coming back into the stride, trying to like get back into DAOs again. I mean, right now that, as you mentioned, like the bear market for some people is a way to like, well, it's over, the money's not here. But for me, it just feels like it's a great time to develop and foster into communities, in particular DAOs. And what better DAO than nouns? So it's easy for me to be like, hey, I remember them. Let's go back and hang out. So I'm glad you guys are still rocking Nouns O'Clock.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely. And then as far as, thank you. And then as far as like I think you mentioned like having animators. quite possibly it could just be a lack of information. And as far as like distributing that information, I think that's always been the difficulty in any DAO in particular, is trying to get, I mean, for one, is to try to get it to your holders, but it's much more difficult when you try to get it to the external people outside of the DAO that may not understand the processes of DAOs. So I do think there is potential there, and I'll do my best to try to bully people into trying stuff out. Like, hey man, just go try it
Yeah,
out. The worst
for
thing
like
that
Noun
happens
short
is
stories, tell them it's like, hey, you do 15 seconds. It's a funny, clip. It's got a beginning, a middle, and an end. You can get $6,000 for it. I mean, I think that's going to be the easiest sell for most animators. Like the problem with the prompt that we had is that we needed long-term engagement from a staff of about 42 people to put out a show to the level that we wanted to. And for that, there's a big risk, though not many people from the DAO saw it as a big risk. It's a big risk for those 42 people to leave jobs and insurance and things for their family to go work on something and then potentially get blacklisted from legacy media for leaving a job. So like, it's one of those things where it's like, well, we need a commitment to be able to put something out. And also Jason and we've worked on a lot of crappy things previously for Adult Swim, or at least, we went to schools with like dreams and aspirations of doing Pinocchio, like one of the most beautifully animated films. But then we got out and we were working at Adult Swim, and it was like, all right, this is it, huh? Well, all right. I'm glad they have such high, funny. It's funny. Yeah, we'll just say it's funny.
that hurt my soul. No, I think this sounds, I think hopefully what comes of nouns is that those type of ideals do come back for individuals like yourself, right, who do have aspirations to absolutely move in ways that maybe you couldn't do because you were part of a particular company that wouldn't allow you to do certain things outside of the parameters that maybe you wanted to explore. So
I'm getting to the point. No, I didn't mean to talk over you. I'm getting to the point where, much like Richard Williams, as he got older and worked on things like Roger Rabbit and stuff, and as he moved towards some other features that he worked on, I'm getting to the point where I want to work on my masterpiece. And, that's going to take time. And, as I work on it, I'll have to pay for it and the people that work with me on it. But, as I get older, I go, I want to leave something behind that's really meaningful, that will inspire the next generation to do something wonderfully magnificent. And, again, that as much as I liked working on things like Aqua Teen and Frisky Dingo and the Xtacles and Archer and stuff, I want to leave something that had, like, I just finished watching, I said Pinocchio, Del Toro's Pinocchio. And I go, what a wonderfully magnificent, terribly lovely show that was. And I would love to leave something as beautiful behind before I leave this mortal realm.
That's incredible. Well, I hope that if you even start that journey, like, you have to let us know. Obviously, you have to give us this masterwork alpha, because I know that everyone here will definitely be watching. You're on our radar, and I thought that this was a really great space, and it was cool to kind of learn not only just about DCS, but about you a little bit more. I hate to cut people off, but I do have like a very small window for the PO app. It did get moved. Thank you, Robot Fish Girl.
Let's do it.
Go ahead and open up your PO app apps. I'm glad it kind of got moved, because the original secret word was crazy. It was 3 words. They were all very long. We have a new secret word here. Go ahead in the bottom right corner of your PO app, hit the plus button, I believe it is for people. Secret word, and then type this word in. Do comic stuff 007. That's DOCOMICSTUFF, all one word, 007, 007 right on the end. And hopefully that works for you guys.
Work for me.
Yay! All right, you have exactly
Work
like
for me.
to get that done. So do comic stuff 007 for a POAP. I also pulled a retweet winner, and I think maybe this person is just super lucky when I'm hosting, because guess who it is? It's MetaMonk. So MetaMonk, I see you down there. We love the rats, the Rat Pack. You have won 0.069 ETH just for hanging out with us today in this retweeting the room. So thank you so much for that. Be sure to DM me, the little nanny clock, right up here, and just say, hey, I won. And we will make sure that you get added. I already added you to our list in the Discord. So thank you so much. Thank you so much to Neanderthal for coming up here and hanging out with us. I hope to see you at more spaces. Like I said, follow this account and you'll see that we have like 4 to 5 a day. Sam, thank you so much.
Can I leave one more deep thought? I left it earlier in the morning. But I hope when they die, cartoon characters have to answer for their sins.
Honestly, though, like, where are they going? Like cartoon hell? Like,
I don't know, but I just hope when they die, they have to answer for their sins.
They're going to work to watch over the sheep. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. The sheep that jump over the dreams? Or the fence? I don't remember. I'm sorry. Remember my nickname is Prince of Weasels.
That's
right. To
get these jokes, you have
that's
to
the
be
Prince
here.
of Weasels.
That's right. Oh, it's you, the Prince of Weasels.
Well, cartoons, they live on kind of forever. That's the coolest part about them, I think. I reference cartoon quotes like daily as an adult, so I know that I will continue to do that. So these are always really cool spaces when we get to kind of have like a whole hour to talk about cartoons. We will close out the space how we opened it, with some noun sounds, WTF/playground. It's
break
like
out your glow sticks.
Playground. This is called the movement. Ooh, this is what the pencil head sounds like. Ready? That's the pencil. Let's go.
Whoa!
I was playing this earlier.
The pencil with wet money. Super cool nods. Thank you guys for coming out today. We love hanging out with you at the end of every Nouns auction. So much fun. We picked a good one. Maybe tomorrow Nars just comes in. Because I see that Join Nars definitely bid on that. See you tomorrow. We're writing early. I'm not quite sure what our schedule is for tomorrow. That drops first thing in the morning, so we will tweet that out.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for coming, everyone.